In this video, we'll be walking through how to add officiating patterns to your site. This step generally needs to happen before you import games into your site so that each game has the correct pattern tied to it. First, let's review what a pattern is. A pattern describes the number of officials and types of officials needed for a specific game. For example, a typical soccer game has 3 officials, 1 ref, and 2 assistant refs.
Assignr will actually set up default patterns for you based on the sport you chose when you set up your Assignr site. For many people, these patterns will be sufficient. But if you find that you need to assign games that have a different number and/or types of officials than what the existing patterns in your site offer you, you can create a new pattern or patterns accordingly.
In order to add your patterns, you'll want to select Maintenance in the lower left-hand corner and then select Patterns. You'll notice in my test account, I already have a few different patterns set up. I'll add a new pattern now so we can walk through it together. To create a new pattern, select New Pattern and name the pattern. Add the number of positions needed and then select Create. Once you've created the pattern, you can add the specific positions within that pattern. You'll select Add a Position for the first one, and you'll notice there's a drop down where you can select an already existing position. If you don't see the position that you need, you can type it in here. In this case, I'm going to select Referee, Save, and then I'll add 2 assistant referees. Once I've done this, I can select Back to All Patterns and I'll notice my new pattern is all set up and ready to go. If in the future you need to reconfigure or rename your pattern, you can certainly do that from the Maintenance Patterns page. If your games will have more than one pattern, you'll want to add each of those patterns here. Once you've created your patterns, you're ready to import your games.